Hi everybody, and welcome back to the ToneBar channel. Today is June the 2nd. On May 31st, I had 40,000 hits on my site and 684 subs. Today is June the 2nd. Today I got over 60,000 views. I don't have 684 subscribers anymore. I got 1,050 subscribers. That's unbelievable. This is getting a lot of attention, and for the right way. But it ain't for everybody, because some people don't get it. And for all you string breakers out there, if you're breaking all that many strings, you got something going on with your string path here. You got something going on down here if you're breaking strings. And who takes one guitar to a gig? I've played out for years. You always take a backup, but you're less likely to break a string with a ToneBar because you're not manipulating the bottom end of the ball ends, and you got a sharp point on your bridge somewhere or on your string path. Take a file and make it smooth transition, so it's not a critical break over something. That's why you're getting string breaks. Don't break, if you're breaking that many strings, something else is going on. Either you're hitting it too hard, or go with a lighter pick or something. But I'm not trying to solve your problem. That's your contention, but that's your contention. Now, one thing I want to address is this is June the 2nd. I've ended my listing on Reverb because of the payment schedule that they have, and it's a small thing, and everything needs a tracking number. I ship these out in this little manila envelope. That's what you're going to look for. I hand write all these out, the hand address. I'm working on packaging. My packaging is evolving. My process of doing the packaging is evolving for the better. But there's one thing that's not going to change at all, and that is the quality of the ToneBar. You're getting the same ToneBar that I started out making after I found out the right material, the right dimension, and the right process. You're getting the same thing. Everybody's getting the same thing. Now, today I will finish up with all my eBay orders. So I'm all on eBay now. eBay all day, every day. So all the eBay orders will be fulfilled today. They'll go out in the morning on Monday, and then I'll list some more. I have about 40 to list Monday, and then I got more materials coming in. I got my package. You just can't walk into the printer and say, hey, I need 2,000 of these, so you got to wait. So I got to wait on packaging. But this first week of June, I'm ramping up production because I'll have the materials to do that, and I should be able to fulfill a lot of orders next week. But we're going to start out with 40. I got to get caught up. I've been swamped. Thank you. I don't know what to say about all this attention. But I'm just, I'm trying to promote this product. I'm not, okay, you snake oil guys, I'm not selling snake oil. I'm selling something that I believe improves the sound of your guitar. And another thing I want to point out, this is something I want to, this is something I want to point out. All this stuff Okay. All this stuff about doing something to your guitar, ramping up your guitar, doing this to your guitar to make it sound better. I mean, do whatever you got to do. But let me explain the difference. This is a critical difference, and I'll explain that. Okay. The ToneBar is not a guitar accessory. You don't hook this to your guitar to make it sound better. This is a string accessory. This is a system and method of putting your strings on, not altering your guitar. Like I said, when you unloosen the strings on a ToneBar and you take it out, it just falls in. It's a method and system of putting strings on your guitar. You're not adding nothing to your guitar. You're not ramping up your bridge or putting some brass plate underneath there, or whatever you guys are talking about on there. That's not what this is. You're not doing nothing to the guitar. Your guitar stays like it was. You're adding something to the strings. That's the difference. Apples and oranges again. I listen to some of it. I ain't got time because I'm filling orders. Okay, so this is a string accessory. One guy said this ought to be included in every set of strings. I agree. GHS, Ernie Ball, Elixir, Diodario, call me. Okay, let's see here. Something else. This is unbelievable, the response. And like I said, I'll post a link in the description to the eBay listing, because every time you relist it, it gets a different URL or whatever that is, a different link number. Okay, let's see. So I don't write nothing down, so I'm just kind of overwhelmed by all the attention. But thank you. You should be getting these. It takes about as long as a letter to get to you, and I'm streamlining all that. That's coming, so I can get these out faster. I sold out on Reverb. I sold out on eBay, and I made a new batch and filled all the orders, and I got about 40 left over. But Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'll have hundreds to go. So if you're wanting one, be patient. I'm one guy. I'm doing this all by myself. I ain't got nobody to help me. I don't want nobody to help me. I do all this by myself. My packaging is evolving. My process is evolving, and I will be able to get more out to you in the very, very near future. This, you got to be able to, adapt for all this. And I'm just one guy, and my cats don't help. They just look at you. Okay, this is going to be a short video. Okay, that's what I was going to tell you. I want to apologize for my last video when I did the Epiphone DR100. Okay, I'm using an iPad to record this with, because I can see what I'm doing and I know where I'm at. And so, but for some reason, it's an older one. Works great. But for some reason, if my video goes for a certain amount of time, over like a half an hour, it won't recognize it when I hook it up to my PC to load them on YouTube. So I have to do this ghetto reproducing thing. So what I do is, my iPad's not hooked up to my YouTube channel, so I'm even though I was the 46th member of the Commodore Computer Club back in the day, I don't do all that. I mean, I need some tech person to do videos and do all this stuff for me, but it's just me, and I apologize. And for all you haters out there, the haters are going to hate and the players are going to want to play. Okay, so what I did was I put the iPad on my laptop, just sit in front of it and turn it on and play the video. Then I put my little Fujifilm camera right here in front of it, because it'll record for the whole hour. And then so the other guy said, this last comment was, hey man, is your camera from 1994? Well, it looks like it because it's an iPad playing a video with a Fujifilm camera filming the iPad. And then I kind of talk over it, like you narrate over it, which is cool. But the sound quality and the video quality ain't that bad. So, but that video, and I had to condense it because I can only get an hour on my Fujifilm. So those are my problems. But my problems put out a poor video, and I apologize for that. So these are better videos with this iPad. If I don't go too long, it'll load right up and we'll be good. So today is June the 2nd. I will put the link down in the comments, and so you can order. It's only going to be 40 for like 2 or 3 days, and then after the 40's gone, before this week goes. This has only been 2 days. That's ridiculous. 3. I don't know. I'm humbled. I'm hoping you're here for the ToneBar. It ain't for me. That's for dang sure. Now, we're just going to play this. This was in a previous video. This guitar here. This is an Epiphone John Lennon signature. It's at E something 160. It's got John Lennon's signature on it. This is, the closest I'm going to get it to owning a real Gibson. Look at that, no pins in there. And this guitar usually, and you should put on there, electric strings because it's got that P90 pickup in it. The P90, the pickup in this won't pick up bronze strings. It'll just pick up the lower end strings. So I put a set of GHS bright bronze on here because this is a solid spruce top, and it's a pretty good acoustic guitar. But to give you a little hint, it sounds better with acoustic strings on it because it's a nice guitar than it did with electrics on it. And if I was going to record something with it, I would use I would just put a microphone on it and use it as an acoustic guitar without the pickup. Okay, so I'm going to play some stuff here, and then I'm going to get off here because I got work to do. And thank you, everybody, for watching, subscribing. I'm humbled. Okay, let me say this. A guy that I know, I've known him for a long time, came over a couple of weeks ago, and I told him about, he don't know nothing about this. So I told him what it was, showed him the patent, and he said, man, that sounds interesting. I'll buy one. So I sold, he bought 2. He had 2 guitars. And he called me yesterday. He said, dude, it's a nice rainy day and I had nothing to do. He goes, man, I'll put this thing on my guitar. He goes, man, I was kind of scared. He's not, I wouldn't let him work on my guitar, okay? But anyway, he plays a little bit, and he said, well, I want to try this. So he did it, and he called me up. He goes, dude, he goes, my Martin, when I hit a chord or a note, I have to stop the string from vibrating. He goes, it just rings out. It sustains forever. He goes, I can't believe this. I said, dude, it's not. It's the method and the system of putting strings on your guitar. This is a system and a method. You're not adding nothing to your guitar. You're not. You're adding something to the strings. Okay, now, and I was going to explain that. There's only 2 kinds of woodworking equipment. Okay? The first type is where the tool, your handsaw, goes through the material. The tool moves through the material. Okay? The other type of woodworking equipment is where the material, like a table saw, where the material moves through the tool. That's the difference. You're not adding nothing to the guitar, you're adding something to the strings. It's the way the strings are mounted without doing nothing to your guitar. That's the beauty of it. That's the simplicity of it. That's the effectiveness of it. It's just better. And if you break a string, man, you're doing there's something else going on there. So all you string breakers are all freaking out, and that's cool, but I'm telling you, you got another problem. It ain't the pins are your problem, or your bridge saddle's too sharp. All right, I'm just gonna play this a little bit, and this is just these are 12s to 54. It's still ringing. It just quit. The harder you hit it, the louder it gets, because it's vibrating more. The softer you hit it, if you want to enjoy your guitar, no matter if it's $100 Yamaha or a $100,000 Martin, this is a better way to mount your strings. Do something, get you an accessory for your strings. Don't touch your guitar. Clean it up, put your new set of strings on there, and use a different method and system to put your strings on there. That's all this is. See that? See that? It's just, way back in the day, Hewlett-Packard had an ad on TV. And as a kid of the 60s and the 70s, that's about the only entertainment we had was 3 channels, okay? And this YouTube has 8 billion channels. So if you don't like this, turn the channel, turn it off, or whatever. The fact that you're commenting and it strikes something in your head, that's beautiful. Thank you. But there was a Hewlett-Packard commercial where this little kid had a telescope, but he turned the telescope around and he looked through it through the different way. And then it gave him ideas. So I'm also a graduate of Carlton Sheets. He was a real estate. He did a home study course, back in the day. I ain't been to college, but I did a lot of home study courses. You can do stuff. You can learn stuff with YouTube. There should be no stupid people out there with YouTube. You can learn anything that there is by clicking that button. Quit watching stupid shit and teach yourself something. Okay, but Carlton Sheets says you need to be a creative problem solver. Whatever problem you're confronted with, think of 10 ways to solve it. Write them all down. Try them out. You've got to. This is not re-engineering. This is looking at it from a different perspective. You're putting your string through the sound hole and then pulling it back through. But most people are like, what are you talking about? And I haven't experimented with it yet, but I think because there's like an eighth of an inch or about a, I haven't experiment. I ain't gonna talk about that right now. But be a creative problem solver. If you think this is great, something in your life, think about it, and think of 10 ways to solve it. You may come up with something. And I've had a lot of encouragement from these people going, dude, that's how stuff gets. That's how not revolution, but that's how things evolve, and you're thinking things different. You're not thinking out of the box. See, okay, you're not thinking out of the box. I'm thinking inside the hole. Inside the ball end of the hole. That's where the contact happens with the ToneBar is contacting those ball ends, and it's the same material as the ball ends, and all that energy is being transferred to the bridge plate through this contact area. Okay, so and I'm gonna leave you with this. And I'm gonna play us out. If you have a great idea and you think nobody's ever done it before, log in and sign up to the United States Patent Office website, and then teach yourself how to search the patents. Look and see if anybody else has done it. Sometimes there is, sometimes there's not. But here's what I'm getting ready to tell you. If you got a great idea and you want to get a patent, here's the thing about getting a patent. It's just like committing a crime. Do it by yourself and don't tell nobody. So I'm going to leave you with that. It's been 20 minutes. Thank y'all. I got more content coming. And we're going to get all these orders out, and be patient with me. I'm working on it. I'm trying to streamline this. Still ringing. Thank you to everybody. If you order a ToneBar, it's coming your way next week. All the orders will be gone. I'll list the 40. I'll put the link down in the description. Next week we got hundreds coming, so be patient. I'll get one to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, and take care of those you love. Bye for now.